Hey guys, it's JonTaun here for Total Brohammer, and it's time for another Warhammer 2 multiplayer battlecast. And as you can see, we got Lord Skrolk here. So I'm going to be taking the Skaven today, and we're going to be matching up against the vile Vampire Counts. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've brought Skrolk, and on him I have brought Pestilent Breath and Plague. So I brought Plague and Pestilent Breath because they're good AoE damage spells, and I know the vampires tend to blob up, so I was hoping that they would do that. I've also brought a Warlock Engineer. I always thought it was a Warlock. Anyway, the only thing I have on him is his Warpstorm Armor, which is basically a Morris Engine effect, so giving the Vampire Counts a little taste of their own medicine there. Besides that, I've got a Assassin, and he's got the trophy heads. He's got basically the full kit, except except for the item that gives him, I don't know, like Frenzy or something like that. And the Vampire Counts often have trouble with large units, so I've also brought a Hellpit Abomination. So for my front line, I got Plague Monks, Storm Vermin, all in there, and I've also got 2 Death Runners in the back. So I brought these guys just because I figure there'll be quite a few Grave Guard, and if I can bring these Death Runners and stun with their armor, so they got 90 armor, they'll be down to 45 armor if these Death Runners get their Weeping Blade on them, which reduces enemy armor by 50%, so that's really good. Besides that, I've got some Skaven Slaves in the back just to, in case any Blood Knights are around, just to muck up any charges. I've also got some Skaven Slave Slingers just to distract the enemy, and I thought they also might do well against the lowly armored Cryptors. So, for my opponent here, we've got a front line of Crypt Ghouls, Crypt Horrors, Grave Guard with great weapons, Karnstein Stalkers, and some more Crypt Ghouls over here. He's also got a Corpse Cart and a Mortis Engine. So let's get in the full gear here. In the air, he's got some Fellbats, and he's also got old Manfred Von Carstein. Let's see what he's got over here. What does he have? So, that's Black Cards, Raised Dead, Invocation of Hack, and Fate of Yuna, and Spirit Leech. So 4 spells on that guy. All good ones, all good ones. And we're just going to advance on each other here. So, funnily enough, the vampires actually have the skirmish advantage here. So I know I have to advance because the breath attacks on the dragons just do amazing. And I want y'all to see what he does, this guy. He's going to pop a Fate of Yuna on him. And he's also going to use his Dragon Breath. And he's just going to absolutely destroy these Storm Vermin Halberd. So he's lining up to get a side breath on these Storm Vermin Halberds. Now, it's kind of risky to try a breath attack a unit that's moving, but as you can see, it's going to work out pretty well for him here. Yeah, he gets a decent hit. Could have done a lot more damage if they were staying still. I suggest waiting for the front line to engage, and then using that. So, oh, look at all that blood and dead rats all over the ground. Brutal, brutal. So, we're just advancing here, and as you can see, he's already got this Storm Vermin Halberd unit down to 3,000 health. But man, they have a lot of health, don't they? 7,000. But yeah, he's already wavering over here. Does not want to fight. So we're gonna run to the front line here, and we're just gonna do a straight up charge. I'm gonna try to get my Skaven Slave Fingers on the Cryptors, and I'm going to send all these guys in against this Mortis Engine. I'm also going to pop the Rival High Talisman on the Assassin soon to debuff the front line's melee attack so that they're not doing any damage. And the Skaven already have very low melee. Sorry, the Vampire Counts already have very low melee attack in general, so that can be very useful. Another Dragon Breath down right here, doing a lot of damage. Here's a Pestilent Birth over here, did a lot of damage. Dropped a Plague, but they are able to move out of it, so it didn't do all that much damage. Over here, I'm just trying to get my Hellpit Abomination on this Morris Engine, and now I pop the Rival High Talisman. A little bit late, but, you know, no one's perfect. He's got his bats on these Skaven Slave Slingers, and they're just going to be chasing them all around the map the entire game. So, he's got Old Manny down here, and I popped Liber Rubonicus on him, and I also popped the Rod of Corruption, so I'm doing double Morris Engine effect over here with the Warlock Engineer's armor. I'm just trying to get this Hellpit Abomination on this Morris Engine, but he keeps on getting distracted by all these trade. It is unfortunate. So we're just draining all those guys. We're doing a good job. I see that Manny's over here, so I'm going to try to get my assassin out of here, but he's pretty mucked up, so we'll see if we can't get him out of there. So he's broken through over here where he weakened those Stormburn with Halberd, which is a really good tactic, just weakening the opponent's front line in one place so that you can break through and get to his back line. Unfortunately, I didn't really have a back line worth protecting, so I didn't even worry about it. So seeing that Manny was going to get away, we actually did do a lot of damage to him when he got on the ground. And that Liber Bubonicus just did a ton. And look at that. Oh, devastating breath attack. Although he really hurt his own units there too, so it's pretty good for us actually. So seeing that Manny's in the air, I'm going to get this assassin on this corpse cart, and he's just going to lay a smackdown on it, guys. It's only going to take him a few seconds to take that thing out. So I'm just trying to get Lord Skrolk out of here, because I want to cast a Plague right here. But I don't believe I do. I decided to cast a Pestilent Bird instead, just because I feel like it was doing more damage overall. As you see, it does do good damage. And that's not even overcast either. So I'm just going to bring this assassin here and try to get him to mirror Manfred over here. And did I just pop something on him? I think I did. Oh, he has a Rival High Talisman on him, but he did get in the up in the air, so that's not the Rival High Talisman, but whatever this guy's ability is, let's go ahead and check that out. See if he's still got it on him. And no, he doesn't still have it on him, but let's see if we can get the rat here. And let's see if it'll show up. This trophy heads, that's what it's called. I popped trophy heads on him, but he did take off, so did not get to use it. And over here, this helmet abomination is just too distracted. It's like he's got ADD or something. I really need him to attack this Morrison because this draining effect is doing really good long-term damage to my guys. He just keeps on getting distracted by these crypt hoarders are doing a pretty good job at mucking him up. As you can see, it's just him and Skrolk here in the pocket, so that's pretty dangerous. So my guys regrouped, and now we're surrounding these guys. Now we're pretty much just being mucked up by a bunch of zombies. So I'm going to try to get my assassin over here and keep on shadowing Manfred. And he's going to come down for Skrolk here, which is really dangerous. Manfred can really put the hurt on Skrolk, but as you can see, the charge did not get through. I'm just going to try to get Skrolk out of here, and I'm going to pull the Hellpit Abomination and the Assassin onto Manfred Von Carstein. But you can see Lord Skrolk keeps on getting stunned, so he can't quite get out of there, and he summons the zombies, which really does slow him down as well. But I did just pop another Liber Bubonics on him, which is going to be devastating. Honestly, guys, it's probably a little bit too powerful. So, seeing that Manfred's so low, he's going to send him out after the Warlock Engineer to make sure he can't come back. So at this point, we're just hashing it out right here. Just got some blobs going on. These guys are fighting zombies, but really he doesn't have all that much left. His Cryptors are very low. His Sternsmen are almost dead. He's really just got zombies in good health. His Graveguard are still fairly healthy at 25% health. I got guys coming back. They're gonna turn the tide of this battle. As you can see, this Morris engine just lasted to near the end of the battle, and then finally Manfred does go down from some crumbling, and that is going to be the battle. So we're just gonna speed it up as we clean up these zombies here. And yeah, guys, it was a close one there to the end. That Liber Bubonicus is just so powerful against lords. Honestly, it might be a little bit too powerful. I think it should probably do about 25% damage to a lord. That sounds fair to me. You can only use it twice, so 50% damage on the lord for basically for a fairly cheap ability. I like it. So as you can see, Lord Skrolk here got a lot of kills. I don't think it was the plague. I think it was those pestilent bursts. So I really like that. I decided not to bring the summons because I didn't feel like they'd be all that useful against the vampires, especially the clan rat summons, because they'll just get terrified off, because pretty much everything on the vampire roster has fear. Our warlock engineer, he was just in there doing the drain, so he did pretty good. Assassin took down that corpse cart and did a lot of damage to Manfred, so he did really well as well. And he also got that Rival High Talisman on, so it was a good. The assassin's a really good support unit and hunter unit. That's what I like about him. As you can see, our plague monks got a ton of kills, and even these Skaven slaves got a lot of kills. Probably fighting zombies, but still. Death Runners did well. Stormburn with Halberd got pretty beat up, and my Hellpit Abomination was just... He was just holding the center there, pretty much all by itself. Just him and Skrolk were just holding the pocket there. And that was really strong. It took forever for him to kill the Morris engine, but besides that, he did really well. As you can see, Manfred here got a ton of kills, just doing cycling charging, just eating all the rats up. And criticals, I like him against the... Granted, I actually haven't tried them myself, but on paper, I think they'd be pretty good against Skaven. I mean, they're low armor damage dealers, so it should be pretty good. But Graveguard should do great against Skaven. Pretty much everybody except Death Runners, and they'll probably even outtrade Storm Vermin with Halberd. Now that I think about it, his Sturmsmen got absolutely wrecked though. They were up fighting against that Hell Pit Abomination the whole game. They did not do well, and neither did his Crypt Horrors, though they did keep my Hell Pit Abomination from getting on that Morris engine, so that was pretty good. And his Bats got 83 kills just playing with the slaves, basically. So yeah, guys, a good game to zip Peter over here. And that's going to be all for this one. This is JonTaun for Total Brohammer, signing out. See you guys.